What's up? It's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say Happy New Year and a special thank you to those of you that followed me over to my experimental secondary channel. If you want to hear more about all of that, I won't reiterate. You can watch the previous video that I did on this channel a couple months ago. I'll link it here. I really wanted to say I had an unexpected amount of positive responses from that. Some of you were very sweet. I honestly didn't realize I had like any regular viewers, but a lot of you left like really sweet comments on that video and came over and watched my second channel. That video is still there if you want to check out the videos I made in the last couple of months. I have a couple of tutorials and things that are up there, but I really wanted to say a big thank you. We're back to kind of like our regular content here on the main channel, and I hope if you are a previous viewer of this channel that you continue to enjoy, and if you're new here, I really hope you stick around and subscribe. But let's get into today's video. So I am currently on break from work. For those of you who might not know, I am a college professor, so I am still on winter break. When I'm starting this video, it's not quite New Year's yet, but I'm gonna be off work for a little bit longer, and I've done all kinds of crochet challenge videos and I think they're really fun, but one that I haven't done yet is, instead of seeing like how many things I can make in a certain amount of time, I want to see how much time I really spend in a week crocheting. I crochet most days a week, I would say, so we're gonna do this in two parts. Like I said, I'm off work currently, so I have a lot more time on my hands, so I'm going to film. It's Monday afternoon, so I'm going to film until Sunday and keep a timer on my phone every time I crochet and just see how much I crochet in a week. And then in a couple weeks when I go back to work, I want to do the same thing, but when I'm actually doing my job and don't have as much time at home, see how much I'm crocheting in a regular work week. And I thought it would be just kind of fun to see and take you guys along. I'm trying to finish up some projects for the year. Obviously filming this is going to go into the new year a little bit, but you'll get a little taste of some of the projects that I'm working on too. So I've got a couple projects downstairs already. I'm still feeling very like post-Christmas, cozy on the couch. We just got home from traveling a couple days ago, so still feeling very lazy. So I'm just gonna curl up on the couch and work on a couple projects and get my timer started. It's the same day, I just hadn't gotten dressed yet earlier. It's just about 10 o'clock at night. I just spent the last like hour and a half finally getting back to work on this big Minnie Mouse tapestry that I'm doing. It was gonna be a blanket, and then I decided to turn it into a wall hanging, and thanks to the Christmas gifts I made, I've learned a lot. It's going a lot faster. This is the final design. This is probably not getting finished in this video, but we'll see. So I worked on that today. I worked on a beanie for my partner and a sweater vest pattern that I bought and I'm working on. I'm actually purposely trying not to finish things because I want to film my everything I made in 2025 video in the next couple days, so I don't want to finish anything else and have to add something to that video. So the total for today is just shy of 3.5 hours, so that seems pretty good. That's fairly typical for a day like today when I had like a really lazy morning where I didn't even get started crocheting until like noon. So we'll see. Some of these days I'm sure I'll do more than that, but I take a lot of breaks. Two of the projects I'm working on right now are kind of like small and tight, and those tend to like hurt my thumbs and sometimes make my thumbs feel numb in some places, so The beanie that I was working on, I could really only do that for about 20 minutes at a time before I had to take a break, so that the time adds up slowly. But this really ate up some time, so if I keep going on this for the next couple of days, sorry, I'm bouncing the camera, it's attached to an arm on my desk, but yeah, so very productive first day. Check in with you guys tomorrow. Hey there, so it's been a couple days since I checked in. I've kind of just been doing the same things and it didn't seem super interesting filming wise. I have been going a little wild and finishing, I literally just finished, oh my god, I haven't looked at it all together yet, this Minnie Mouse tapestry. Oh my god, obviously I have to block it and clean up the back and all that stuff, but oh, that feels good. I bought the yarn for this and technically started it back in like August, and then it took me a long time to do the first chunk of it. Then I had to take a break for a couple months to work on other things, and then over for the holidays I did some smaller tapestry projects as gifts, and I don't know, something clicked and I learned a lot while I was doing that, and so coming back to this was so much easier and so much faster. I think I did, so this is the part I had done. I did both of these parts of the chart in 5 days. So I've been working very hard today. I kind of decided earlier this afternoon that I wanted to try to finish this today, so I think I've been crocheting for like 6 hours today, so I think I'm probably gonna take a break at least for most of the day tomorrow. I have another video I want to film, so that kind of works out that I can do that and take a break. But yeah, I was really frustrated because I've been being very diligent about starting and stopping the timer, all that stuff, being very careful, but somehow I reset it. So earlier today I'm pretty sure that I know where it was because I had seen it, so it was close, if not totally accurate. But with the added time today, so far this week it's been 22 hours and 48 minutes. 2 days left. Today's Friday, and like I said, I'm gonna be taking a break probably for most of the day tomorrow, but we'll see, and we'll see how much I do on Sunday. So it's almost it's like 8:30. I'm definitely done for the night. I had to take a little break and eat dinner and let my arms rest. My arms were starting to get tired before I like powered through the last few rows of this. So finish for the rest of the night. I'll check in probably tomorrow night and just see if I do anything more. Alrighty, it is almost 10:30 on Sunday night. Calling it quits. The week is up. My total time crocheting in the last week was 29 hours and 5 minutes. that's a lot of crocheting. I definitely like plowing through this big tapestry, definitely like ate a lot of time. On days when I was working on projects that were harder on my hands, that definitely took longer, but got it done. So I will catch back up with you for the next week when I'm back at work to see how much I do when I actually am working my real job. Okay, it's Monday afternoon. It's my first week back at work. So I just got home. I'm gonna eat a late lunch and kind of just like chill out for a while. I also need to like touch up my hair. And then we'll get started crocheting for the day and I will get the timer started. All right, jump scare, fresh hair. I did crochet last night for a little while, but I had a pretty bad headache, and so I didn't really like film a lot, and I wanted to just kind of update you on what I'm working on. So still working on, make sure I'm not gonna pull anything out. Blanket that I'm doing for market prep. Obviously, that's what I've been working the most on. And I started a raglan cardigan for my friend. Obviously not super far, but that's what I'm working on. And then I also, at some point, a sweater that I made for myself over the summer. It's my mesh, the gray tutorial that I have on my second channel, but the short for it is on this channel. I want to redo the cuff at the bottom. It kind of like, just when I wear it throughout the day, it stretches a little because it's longer around my hips, and so it kind of like flares out. So I want to undo the cuff and then do it again in a size down of the crochet hook. So it's almost 4. Very long day at work today. Just got home, making a late lunch. So I usually just like to relax and like do nothing for a little bit when I get home, but I will definitely pick up the crochet hook and a project or two later this evening. I'm back. It's Friday. I haven't filmed in a couple of days. The power did come back on, I think after like a couple hours on Wednesday, so it wasn't too bad. We're very well prepared for that kind of situation, but it's like, it's frustrating when you don't know, like, is it going to be 30 minutes? Is it going to be 12 hours? Like, you really don't know. So luckily it was just a couple of hours. I crocheted until it got to be too dark. And then I just like played on my Switch for a while, and then the power came back on. So I did some more crocheting that night. I did some, sorry, I'm bouncing and it's bouncing the camera on the table. I did some last night. Everything's downstairs, of course. I didn't think that through when I came up here to film. But it's Friday. It's officially the weekend, kind of. I refer to it as like being on call on Fridays. Like, unless there's a big meeting or something, like we don't have classes or like work stuff on Friday. I still, because it's about to be the first week of school, I need to keep my phone near me because there will be lots and lots of emails. So I'll be answering those periodically throughout the day, and any just kind of like last minute things I think of that I need to do. But for the most part, I am home, ready to crochet for the weekend. I'm actually really excited. I think I showed it in the first part of this video, but I had that big fat bird sitting here that my work commissioned for me. They want another one. So at some point I will also be using the rest of the yarn I bought for that to be making another giant bird, which it was really fun and it turned out so cute. So I'm actually really excited about that. So I have a couple other things I need to do today. I've been putting off folding and putting away some laundry for way too many days. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll get to some crocheting for the day. Good morning. It is Saturday morning and I just notorious for leaving my crochet hook places I shouldn't and then I lose them. So late Saturday morning, it's almost noon. So last night we watched the Smosh Hospital live show and I got most of this band finished, and then this morning I finished it up. All I have to do is like weave the end back in. This is the only yarn I had left, so I only went down a half hook size. I went from a 4 to a 3.5, so maybe I should have gone to a 3, but it's better than nothing, so whatever. That's finished. And then I have been doing a little bit of work on the blanket this morning. I'm at the purple. This is all I have left in the skein, and then only one more color, so I'm hoping I can finish this blanket today. I just have what's left of the light green after this. So my goal for today is to finish this blanket and then keep working on the sweater. I am gonna take a break and do a workout, shower, all that good stuff. It might be lunchtime by then, I'll see. But yeah, then I will just get back into chugging along on this blanket and really trying to finish it today. All right, it is Sunday night. I'm calling it a night. It's a little bit after 9. Final time for this week while I was back at work. 16 hours and 22 minutes. I will say these 2 weeks that I've been recording this are a little inflated because one of my other biggest hobbies, playing video games, sometimes takes up more time. I'm not in the middle of any games right now, so I don't have that like competing to take up all of my time. So I like play some casual games for a little bit every day, but usually if I'm doing more of that, there's obviously less crocheting. But yeah, that's very interesting to know, that I pretty much crochet like it's a part-time job. I've been doing a lot of market prep, so hopefully this big market that I got into in May maybe will pay off like it's a part-time job a little bit. So I hope you had fun hanging out with me while I prove to myself how much time I really spend crocheting in a week when I'm working and when I'm not. Thanks for hanging out with me while I do it. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. I post videos 2 times a month. See you next time.